Yo, 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 yo! Video number three, to straight to the core with your core values. Okay, that was just silly, but you know what I'm saying. It's video number 3, straight to the core. I'm really excited about it. Committing, that's the next step. Like, these core values do diddly crap worth a good if you do not really commit to them, if you don't have them posted everywhere, and if you aren't living your life this way. That's why I asked in the last video to post on social media to see really where you're at, what people really see in you. And let me tell you, if I posted this on social media, damn well, if I do not get positivity as one of mine and energetic, I will be really disappointed, because that is who I want people to see me as. That's how I want to live not only people see me as, but that's how I want to live my life. Okay? So how does your current life, work, relationships come in line? If you are wanting to give to people, like giving, let's say giving is one of your core values. If you don't spend at least 50 to 75% of your day giving in some way, shape, or form, you might need to reevaluate what you're doing in life. You might need to reevaluate your job. Now, that doesn't mean quit your job. That doesn't mean quit your job. It just means that maybe in the current job that you have, you need to allocate your time a little bit differently. Like, maybe you need to spend more time training people. Maybe you want to do other things that would help you be more of a giver type of thing. And it's not just like, okay, so my core values don't come in line with what I'm doing, so I need to quit my job. No, it just means you need to offset the time that you're not focusing on these core values, offset the time with either your leisure, do more leisure things that will help you give it back, or you need to find a way in your current job or your current situation that you can make these core values stand out. We do not feel fulfilled as people, and we have a problem with energy if we are not living by our core values, if we are not living by the reason that we need to be on this earth. And we can't find out our purpose until we know what we stand for. Does that make sense? Sure, it does. Or it doesn't. I'm not sure. Leave a comment if it doesn't, please. So I want you to look at how you're spending your time. Not just your leisure time, but your time at work. How is that being spent? Are you giving, if giving's one of yours? Are you giving at work? Are you giving after work? Are you doing things that are fulfilling because you're able to give back to people? Are you doing that? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Why? Little Finding Nemo there. Okay. I want you to also note things that don't come in line with your values. When I was working at a job, I found myself, not only were there some negative attitudes at the place that I worked, but I found myself getting sucked in to negative attitudes. Even when other people wouldn't have a negative attitude, just the atmosphere that we had already created led me to have a bad attitude. And that was something that I chose. That was something that I had to deal with. But I knew that this negative attitude was not what I wanted to be remembered as. I did not want to be a negative Nancy. I wanted people to say, Kathryn Huber, Miss Positivity, Miss Queen Sparkle Spitter of America, Miss Energy. But they weren't, because I was grumpy. And it was part of the atmosphere, but it was also part of me just letting myself be that way, right? So note things that don't come in line and try to make changes. Now, I wouldn't have had to quit my job. That wouldn't have had to be the thing, but I felt like I didn't have any other choice when it came to this, because I felt I was losing myself if I continued to go down the path that was for me. And that was my choice. That's something that I'm not saying quit your job, but I just want you to evaluate things, your life, and see if there's that you're spending a lot of your time doing things that don't do anything towards your core values. Then you should have a couple of these things every week. You should focus on a couple of these things every week. Now, positivity for me, if I am not positive every single day, there's a problem. If I do not have at least 45 positive moments in my day, we have a problem. If I am spending most of my time being negative Nancy, we have a problem. So to start out with, if you want to go towards your goals, sometimes we have to take it slow. Sometimes we can't just throw in the towel and say, hey, I'm going to change my whole life. Welcome to my new life. No, that doesn't always work. So I want you to focus and make sure you are doing something every single week, at least twice a week for every single core value. So twice a week, I want you to be positive, or I want you to do something that's giving, or I want you to spend more time with your family, or I want you to further your knowledge of your faith, or whatever your core values are. I want you to, on each single core value, I want you to do something at least twice a week that is just 110% in line with that core value, okay? All right, guys, I hope that this has helped you. Finding my core values, finding my non-negotiables, finding my reasons for what makes me me, helped me find my purpose. It helped me feel more fulfilled. It helped me be more joyful. It helped me be more positive. There are endless amounts of advantage to actually doing this work, to actually finding those core values. And I want to help you do this. This is something I wasn't able to necessarily do on my own. I had to work with someone to bounce ideas off of. I needed to bounce things off. And it's not that that person gave me all this like woo-woo knowledge, but I had the ability to bounce things off, hear them out loud, and say, oh, that makes sense, or oh, that's not right at all. So I encourage you to ask for help. If you are struggling with these tasks, ask for help, because I'm here to help, and there's tons of other people out there to help as well. Thank you guys so much. Put a message in the comments if you have any questions or would like to get in touch with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Time is something you can never get back, so I truly appreciate the fact that you spent a little bit of time watching this video, and I hope that you are finding your core values, and which are leading you to the purpose and the reason you were put on this earth. We'll talk to you later.